I used to think I was tired because I worked too hard. But it wasn't the job, it wasn't the hours, it wasn't the hustle. It was the weight, the silent weight, the invisible bricks stacked on my back, labeled what they did to me, what I never said, who left, and what I still blame myself for. You ever walk around like everything's fine, but your soul is limping? That's what it means to carry pain that hasn't been healed. That's what it means to drag the past into every room like a shadow that don't know how to shut up. You sit at the table, but your trauma pulls up a chair. You try to love, but your heartbreak's still in the bed. You laugh, but grief still claps louder in the background. You post your good, but your prayers, they tell the truth. See, healing don't happen just because time passed, and growth doesn't come from pretending the weight ain't there. You can't heal while holding on. You can't rise with your fist closed. You can't walk into freedom while hugging the chains. Let that sit. Let me talk to the part of you that's exhausted but don't know why. It ain't just stress, it's suppression. You're holding on to what someone said in 2006, still living like that mistake defines you, still blaming yourself for surviving the way you had to, still waiting on an apology from someone who forgot they hurt you. And it's heavy. It's so heavy you don't even remember what light feels like. So you stay still, numb, cold in places that used to burn with passion. But listen, what you won't let go of is now controlling you. That bitterness, it's now your filter. That guilt, it's now your compass. That pain, it's now your personality. But you weren't born bitter. You weren't born afraid. You weren't born closed off, guarded, or fake happy. That was learned. That was survival. But now you've outgrown the armor, but you're still wearing it. And if the armor don't fit, it ain't protection anymore. It's prison. Breathe with me. In through the nose, hold. Now exhale everything you were never meant to carry. Say this aloud, even if you whisper it. I am not what hurt me. I am who I choose to heal into. And today, I choose freedom. Letting go, it sounds beautiful in theory, looks peaceful in poems. But in real life, it feels like death. Letting go feels like jumping without a parachute, like deleting the number you memorized in your bones, like tearing pages out of a story you were still trying to make work. Letting go feels like betrayal, like quitting, like failure, until you realize the only thing you're betraying is your trauma's control over your timeline. See, we don't hold on because it feels good. We hold on because it feels familiar. And familiar will trick you into thinking it's safe, even if it's toxic, even if it's breaking you, even if it's keeping you small. Because what's broken but predictable still feels safer than what's healed but unknown. That's the lie. That's why some of us stay in pain long after the wound was made, because we don't know who we are without it. If I let this go, who am I? That's the real question, right? If I let go of my anger, what will drive me? If I stop blaming them, will I have to face me? If I forgive them, does that mean they win? Nah, forgiveness ain't about them. It's about freedom. Letting go is not weakness, it's spiritual war. You are declaring, I will no longer serve a memory that starved me. I will no longer defend a version of me that was only built for survival. You're not erasing the past, you're just refusing to live there. You're not pretending it didn't happen. You're just done carrying it like a badge. You're not forgetting, you're healing. And healing don't always look holy. Sometimes it's crying in silence. Sometimes it's blocking the number. Sometimes it's walking away without clapping back. Sometimes it's saying, God, I don't understand this pain, but I'm giving it to you anyway. Because I want to be free more than I want to be right. Close your eyes, put your hand over your heart, and tell the version of you that's still holding on, you don't have to carry this anymore. I've got us now, and we're going somewhere higher. Take one long breath in, hold it. Now let go of something, even if it's just a thought. Type in the comments, I'm choosing freedom today. The sacred practice of release. There's a moment, quiet but holy, when your soul whispers, it's time. Time to stop rehearsing the hurt. Time to put down what's not yours. Time to stop feeding ghosts with your energy. Time to stop dancing with memories that only play sad songs. That moment is sacred, not because it feels good, but because it's real. Release is sacred, not always loud, not always dramatic. Sometimes it's a quiet decision between you and God. I'm done. You don't have to announce it. You don't have to prove it. You don't need a ceremony. But what you do need is permission. So let me say it for you. You have permission to let go of the guilt, of the shame, of the role you were forced to play, of the I should have known better, of the weight that's not yours to carry. Letting go is a ritual that isn't just emotional. It's spiritual, it's physical, it's cellular, it's atmospheric. So don't just say it, live it, write the letter, burn it, unfollow the reminder, mute the trigger, clean the room, make it a sanctuary again, sit in silence and say, I forgive them, I forgive me, I release it all. Then breathe in the new beginning, because healing starts when space is made, and space is made when we let go. Think about something you've been gripping, not just with your hands, but with your heart. Now ask yourself, what would happen if I released it today? What would I gain if I stopped feeding what's been draining me? Breathe, hold it. Now slowly exhale that breath you just took. That was a beginning. Drop in the comments if you just made room for healing. Let me tell you something. Healing don't mean forgetting. It means remembering differently. Not with tears anymore, but with testimony. Not with bitterness, but with balance. See, the goal isn't to erase your scars. It's to let them shine. Because healed scars are proof that you survived something that should have killed your hope, buried your worth, silenced your soul. But you didn't die, you didn't quit. You didn't disappear. You didn't become what tried to break you. You became more. Healing looks like saying no and not feeling guilty, laughing again without checking if it's allowed, speaking up without shrinking back, sleeping through the night without replaying the fight. Healing looks like unfollowing quietly, letting go with love, choosing peace over proof, letting people misunderstand you, and not explaining yourself. Healing looks like movement. It's not perfection, it's progress. It's not arrival, it's alignment. You're still becoming, you're still unfolding, but now you're doing it without the weight. Spoken word finale, nothing in my hands. I don't carry that anymore. Not the story they gave me, not the shame I swallowed, not the silence that screamed inside my chest. I don't dress in guilt anymore. I don't bow to fear. I don't worship trauma like it's all I've ever known. My hands, they're empty now. But they are finally free, free to hold peace, free to plant new dreams, free to clap for myself, free to rise. Now take one final breath. Feel the difference in your chest. That's space, that's healing, that's elevation. Say this out loud with me. I release what I cannot control. I forgive what I cannot change. I become who I was always meant to be. And I rise, free, full, and unshaken.